What's up, Scrappy peeps? It's Del from Inkie Quill, and I'm here with a 6x12 layout for you today. Now, this is a photo of my mumsy and I, and we went shopping one day and we tried on the same jumper in the change room, and I couldn't help but snap a bit of a selfie. Now, the first thing I'm doing is I'm using some of this acrylic paint. I think it's a Colour Theory one from Studio Calico from years ago, but any acrylic paint will do for this type of effect. And I'm actually using one of the tags from my Get Kitted online scrapbooking class. So in my Get Kitted class, there's 30 videos, 20 projects. I think there's like 14 plus hours of footage. And one of the things that we make are some DIY embellishments. So this is a bit of a sneaky peek, if you haven't taken the class already, of something that we make in the class. So if you want more information, there is a video on my channel that tells more about what's in the class, but there's also lots of information over on inkiequill.com. I'm grabbing a stencil. So this is a heart stencil. I have a feeling, is it Kaisercraft that do the blue stencils? I think it might be. And I'm just using some white Dilutions paint and a paint dobber and dobbing around, making my camera shake like crazy, as you can see. I really like the effect that white paint has through stencils. I find it's just a nice little subtle little hint. So you can see there, it's not too in your face, it's not too bright. It's just a nice little subtle bit. And I'm sorry for all of the shaking, getting very enthused about my heart stenciling. I was keeping in mind where my photo was going to go as well. So this is my Use It Up journal, and if you head over to my second channel, Let's Get Inky, you'll see a lot more of this little guy. But it's just where I put leftover paint, and if I ever use a stencil, I tend to just use it again in here, just so that I get two backgrounds for the price of cleaning up one. I'm pretty lazy, so I like it when I can get a dual use out of something before I have to clean it again. So I'm just seeing if there's another page I can splodge some on, and you can see this journal actually is almost all finished now. So there is, I think on my other channel, there's actually 2 flip through videos of this. So if you'd like to see more on that, head over there and you can see it. Hello, Poppet. Poppet's just jumping past saying hello. So I've dried all of that, and now I just wanted to add a little bit more to the background. So I'm granning, baby brain. I'm grabbing this stencil, which has just got some scripty font, and I have no idea where it's from, sorry. But I'm just grabbing some stays on and just going a bit stampy crazy. A little bit mad with the stamping, but I just think it added a little something to the background. Because the photo, there were lots of parts that were quite dark. I needed something that kind of anchored it down to the background. Going through my scrap box, a bit of Scrap Stash Saturday, and seeing what I can come up with. Adding some pink, which is a little bit different. It's not in the photo, and that tag is quite peach, but I must have been feeling in a pink and peach mood for some reason this day. You know how sometimes you look at layouts and you go, oh, I wouldn't have thought of doing that if I did it today. This is one of them. I wouldn't have thought of combining pink and peach, but I guess there's so little pink in there that it's barely visible, barely. So I hope you've all been well. Now this video, I'm actually doing the voiceover in the first week of February, and I'm scheduling this to the week before baby Toomey's meant to arrive. So he may have already arrived. I'm not sure. He may still just be chilling, sleeping in as usual. So we'll have to wait and see. For updates on that, you can always follow me on my Inkie Quill Facebook page. And I also have an Instagram just for baby Toomey, which is called Inkie Bub. And then I have my normal Instagram, of course, Inkie Quill. But yes, I'm feeling a little bit breathless, which is why I'm trying to record all of these voiceovers so far in advance, just in case he arrives early and my breathlessness gets worse. So I added a bit of gold foil. That paper was from a subscriber, which was really kind. And some tape. And this layout actually didn't take too long. I only sped this up 2 times. So it only took about 15 minutes all up. and it was just a nice little easy one. If you haven't tried a 6x12 layout, give it a go. It's quite liberating's a bit far to go, but it's quite freeing in that it's a complete, if you're used to doing 12x12s, it's a completely different composition that you have to think about because everything's taller and narrower. And even if you're someone who does a lot of 8.5x11s that still have a wider rectangle shape, I really like the 6x12 size. I think I like it better than 8.5x11. I do. I don't know what it is. I think it's enough space for a photo with a cluster of embellishments and then some journaling, and it just seems to all work out. So I use the page protectors that I use. I either get the Becky Higgins 6x12 Project Life ones, or there's special page protectors which are exactly the same. They're just repackaged, of course, that are used to store thickers in. So if you're looking in your local craft store, have a look near the thickers section. You might find some in there. Adding some little stamps, and then I went off camera and added some typing on my typewriter and just stuck it on in strips. I saved you watching me stick all of those on with my fine line bottle because that was going to take a little while. I used this wood veneer, which I think is an older Scraptastic piece that I had left over, and it just says #besties because my mum and I are besties. I'm an only child and my mum and I are tight, and then her mum, my nana, lives a few doors away from my parents, so we grew up, the three of us, being a bit of a trio, which I think I've said that before in some of my past layouts. But I just really like capturing these little moments that would otherwise be forgotten. Adding a little bit of journaling on top of this tag. A little bit of journal here, a little bit of journal there. And because this tag was already created, I didn't really need to do much embellishing, which was nice, which is why I like to create DIY embellishments. In the Get Kitted class, there's actually 3 different DIY embellishments that we make. And I'm hoping that yes, there is. In my next class that I'm filming at the moment, there are more DIY embellishments. All the embellishments, so stay tuned for that. Hardy Shine, got to put a bit of Hardy Shine on there. Grabbing my gold, a little bit of Hardy Shine here, a little bit on the photo, just to make it blend into the background a little bit more and not stand out as much. And I think we're almost done. Hello, Poppet. Poppet's just come running over. The microphone probably didn't pick up her feet, but she just came running over. And that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. And Poppet has just hopped up next to the laptop, and I'm not quite sure what her agenda is. It's lucky this voiceover is coming to an end because I think someone wants to wreak havoc. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed seeing some of my stuff. And I will see you very soon and hopefully have some news of baby Toomey too. Bye!